Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I am going to show you some press break basketball plays that you can run against a 2-2-1 press defense. Now I'm going to show you a few against a full court 2-2-1 and then a few against a half court 2-2-1 or a 3/4 court 2-2-1. So hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training. If you're new to this channel, on this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe. But anyways, today I am going to show you some great press break basketball plays that will help your team get that basketball past half court if the other team is pressing you. So let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out these basketball plays. So hello, here we are down on the clipboard, and first what we are going to do, obviously blue is offense, red is defense, and they are in a 2-2-1. We're going to have player 1, he's going to cut down, player 1 in red is probably going to follow, and player 1 blue is going to get that ball. At this point, I don't care if they've double teamed or not, what we're going to have is player 3, he is going to go and cut up this side of the court. This is either going to be a handoff or a pass. And player 3 is going to then dribble up the middle of the court, and player 1 is going to go up the left side. Player 3 or 2 is going to go up the right side. At this time, everyone's going to be chasing down, and we're going to have, hopefully, player 3 and 4 red cutting off player 3. We're going to have player 4 blue go to this side of the court, player 5 pop out to this side. And now at this time, we can have either player 3 pass to player 1 if he's open, pass to player 2 if they're open. If these players are still behind them, they're really good options to get the ball past half court, because now we're basically going 3 against 2. The other option is to pass to one of these two players over here to get the ball past half, and then he can pass it off to a guard to run a play. Or if they were to get that ball, they could turn around and go 2-on-1, which would be also a very handy situation, because now you've turned a press defense into a defense that's now scrambling, trying to get back on defense, because now you're on a fast break against a press defense, which is a very fantastic feeling if you are a coach or a player of that blue team. Now let's check out this offense, this press break against a 3/4 court press. 3/4 court press is basically up until that free throw line. Now what's going to happen is player 1 is going to get that ball, and what we want is for player 1 or player 3 to go out to that side, but player 1 to dribble up to have these two players close in on him. Once that happens, we're going to have one of these two players to cut towards the middle of the court. Once that happens, player 1 is going to pass that ball to player 3, which is now going to collapse these two middle players in on him. And now we have another 2-on-1 situation with players 4 and 5 on player 5 red. Now we're going back to the full court press, the 2-2-1 again, and what we will have is 3 players offensively up top and our center at mid-court. We're going to have player 4 set a screen for player 1. This is a play where if player 1 red is a lot faster than our point guard, you're going to be wanting to run this play, and we're going to have player 1 cut towards the baseline where he's going to receive that ball. Now, player 2 red is probably going to cut in on him to defend him. Player 3 is going to run inbounds. Player 2 is then going to set over to middle court. And player 5 is going to go down into the elbow free throw line extended area. And what we are hoping for is for player 1 to pass to player 2, who's going to dribble up. This is going to close those two players off. Player 3 is going to be running up the sideline. Now remember, if you're on offense, you want to stay inside of the volleyball court that's usually on or painted on the basketball court. Generally speaking, that's sort of the areas where it will be painted on. So stay away from about a foot from the sideline, because if you get caught on the sideline, of course, this is the trapping areas and you don't want to be caught there. So now you can have either player 2 passing to player 5 or to player 3, depending on where player 5 red is playing. And now you can have a 2-on-1 situation, or at least you hope you do. If not, these players might cut back down, and now you can set up your half-court offense. Now against a 3/4 court offense, or defense you're not going to have needing to screen for player 1. So what's going to happen now is player one is going to cut towards the ball. He's going to receive that ball, and we're going to have player 4 and player 2 cut out to the wings. Now, we want to be at least 1.5 feet away from that sideline so you don't get trapped once again. We're going to be having players 1 and 2 popping back down. We're going to have then player 3 as a relief on this side. And what we're going to run is a little bit of a pass action where player 1 is going to be going over to this side. And we're then going to have player 3. He is going to be sitting back. And what we want is player 1 to pass back to player 3 so that player 3 can get a few dribbles down before he gets cut off. Once he gets a few dribbles down, he now has 2 options, player 5 in the middle or player 4 on the wing. If one of these 2 players get the ball, now you can set up your half-court offense. So there are a few press break basketball plays that you can run with your team. If you have liked this video, hit that like button and subscribe. I hope that these press breaks help your team win more games. If they do, leave a comment below. Also, go check out my book, The Unbeatable Basketball Defense Book. It's in the description below as well. And I'll leave a few links in the comment section below, pinned to the top, so that there's other videos that you might like as well. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another daily basketball video.